Hello, I'm Pastor Richard Warnecke, and welcome to another episode of Lifeline. Christian Aid and Relief has had a very active summer of 2012. They have been helping people who have been suffering from disasters and assisting missionaries in building bridges to the gospel with humanitarian aid. The Director of Operations, Mr. Mark Vance, will now share with you a number of those exciting opportunities.
Thank you, Pastor Warnecke. It has been an exciting summer for Christian Aid and Relief. This past June, our committee was able to approve $295,000 worth of new grants for humanitarian aid around the world. That's a $35,000 increase over the previous year, and for that, we all thank our Lord and rejoice. Some of those projects are things such as boreholes in Africa and India, medical clinics in Nepal, orphanages that we're supporting in Nepal and Haiti and other places in the world. We continue to support those projects through our missionaries. We had an opportunity in the Washington, D.C. area to help the congregations from Falls Church, Virginia, who wanted to reach out to their community after storms went through that area that knocked out power. And it was a time when it was very hot in that area. So they decided that they wanted to reach out to their community with some ice and some water. And very quickly they put that project together, but they needed some funding, and we were able to help out there. Also, we had the tornadoes that went through Alabama once again, and they asked us to help them reach out to their communities in the Huntsville area. We brought our relief trailer up from Mobile, and they were able again to address the needs of the people in that area. We had wildfires out in Colorado Springs, and both of our congregations in Colorado Springs readily came to the assistance of the people that were affected by those wildfires. Again, Christian Aid and Relief was there to assist with funding, and the congregations are continuing in that area to find ways to help the people recover from those wildfires. In Japan, as you know, over a year and a half ago, a tsunami and earthquake hit the northern regions of Japan. Our sister church body, the Lutheran Evangelical Confessional Church of Japan, the LECC, has been working diligently in that area, not only with their resources, but again, partnering with us as we brought in volunteers to help them open up a community center that reached out to the people. And this year they were able to rejoice with their first adult baptism. And you may say, well, one adult baptism? When you look at Japan and the history and the culture and the deep-rooted non-Christian values of a lot of the people, we certainly rejoice with any accomplishments that they have over there. But they're just showing their light, and they've been a tremendous help in that area of Kesanuma. We've had a couple of hurricanes this summer that we've had to respond to. Hurricane Isaac that went through New Orleans and the Gulf Coast. We're happy to report that none of our churches in that area suffered major damage or any of their congregational members, but they did have a few instances of flooding and things like that. If there are still any kind of needs, we continue to stand ready to help them. Hurricane Ernesto was a different story. It went through an area of the Yucatan Peninsula called Costa Maya. And we have a very small congregation there from our sister church in Mexico. The church is called Cross of Christ, or in Spanish that would be Cruz de Cristo. This small little congregation is ministering and outreaching to an area called Kilometer 55. This is a neighborhood that nobody really knows about. Even in Mexico, the government has kind of forgotten about it. But our church has embraced it down there, and the pastor, his name is Jorge Briones, and his wife, Carrie, have just reached out to this community like you wouldn't believe. And when they got hit by the hurricane, there was quite a bit of structural damage to homes. Roofs were torn apart, some walls knocked down, and volunteers helping to rebuild areas in Kilometer 55. And they're going to help the pastor with his outreach to this community. Each year, Christian Aid and Relief puts out a Thanksgiving Day bulletin. Hopefully you've seen it in past years. This year's bulletin will have a picture on the front of 3 Haitian children praying over their daily meal. We think it's a striking reminder of not only us being thankful to our Lord, but the people that we serve being thankful for our support of them, but also their thankfulness to the Lord.
Like Mark said, there are a number of exciting opportunities currently going on. Christian Aid and Relief thanks the Lord for you, for your continued prayers, for your willingness to offer your time and talents in many unique ways, and also for your continued financial support, which enables us to build bridges to the gospel, especially with humanitarian aid. If you'd like to find out more, check us out. Like us on Facebook. Until next time.